I'm an idiot. No one's here right now, and I don't think anyone will come back, but maybe they will. But I'm an idiot. My computer died in the middle of my live stream, and I'm stupid. So we're gonna give this another go. But hi, welcome back. So here's what happened. Here's what you missed on Glee. I brought the computer into the bathroom so I could wash my face. A little bit dumb because I knew the computer was dying, and I knew the computer was dying, and I forgot. So that's where we're at. But I'm back. Hello. My mom is so disappointed in me probably right now because I'm not tech savvy as she is. Unbelievable. Anyway, I just took the mask off. My face feels so soft. I'm so excited. Okay, yes, I'm back. I have absolutely nothing to do today. I have knocked out all of my household chores. And I don't know if I mentioned this. You're right. I think we're tech savvy about different things. And then we tell each other what we're good at, and then we help each other. I think that's what we do. That's a pretty good system that we've got going, Mama. But I don't know if I mentioned this. I was ill yesterday. That was really fun. Like, very ill. And today I feel a lot better. I'm not bedridden. That's something. And it wasn't like a throat ill, so you probably can't hear it. So that's good. It was like a head sick kind of thing. What is on my face that's like, do you see that? What is that? I thought it was on my computer screen. It's a literal piece of gold glitter, and I have no idea where it came from. Anyway, but today I started feeling like cabin feverish. So I'm really glad that I decided to do like a live today because that was not good. I was feeling very ill. And now I'm feeling a lot better. My head still feels very cottony. Do I know what college I'm going to? There's only one college in the area that has the program that I now want to go into, so I've got to apply there. And then if I don't get in, then we've got a big problem, but it's a community college, so I'm going to get in. It's just that I'm nervous because making this kind of last minute decision is a little spooky. It's very, very spooky. So yes, I do know what college I'm going to. I probably should not share what college I'm going to, so I won't, but I do know what college I have to go to. I think I have to board there. Good morning, Charlotte, my love. Very exciting stuff, though. Good stuff. Thank you. Welcome back, all of you. Welcome back. Yeah, probably not. I'm not going to tell you guys what college I'm going to, because my mom's a big fancy YouTuber now, and she might get stalkers. Lush really did come in clutch. When we went to Lush, this girl I used the seaweed one in Charlotte. This girl slapped this rose face mask on her hands, and she was like, "Feel it. It's so nice." And then she made us feel it. It was very strange stuff. I might what? Oh, I might get stalked? Yeah. Not really about that whole getting stalked thing. I know I lost you in the bathroom. My laptop died. It was so sad. My hand doesn't smell like roses. I wish my hands still smelled like roses, but I wash my hands so much that they are always dry and never smell of anything. Yep. I'm not, no. My mom's not bribing anyone to get me to college. And if she was, you would be mad at her and not just mad at me. Thank you. Because it is not entirely the fault of the student that their parents bribed the university. Yeah, getting a little controversial for some of you. Do you want me to talk you guys through my skincare routine? Hello, Lee. Hi, Lena. How are you doing today, hon? Thank you. I also love my mom. Fun fact, don't tell her I said that. Yeah. The dropper stuff, that's rosehip oil. Because psoriasis runs in my family. Actually, just dry, bad skin runs in my family. And I don't know if you've ever noticed. Here, let me turn this light off because then you'll be able to see it a lot better. I have 0 reservations. I get these red, flaky patches of dry skin under my nose because I have some eczema under my nose. And I have psoriasis on the sides of my head, and my elbows get really dry, and my knees get really dry. Not because I don't use lotion, just because I have genetically dry skin, and it's bad. So my mom hooked me up with the good skincare stuff. I use a serum, a light daily moisturizer, a heavier moisturizer on my especially dry places, and then I use rosehip oil. I focus it on my dry places, but I use it all over and bring it down onto my neck. I was trying to call her a Lori Loughlin. I'm just saying that if you're attacking the student who went to the college, then your resentment and your anger is ill-placed. That's my skincare though. Oh gosh, I didn't use my fun rose spray. Yeah. So now that I'm back, what do we want to chat about? Before I died a little bit, I need accented water to customize the scent. Yeah. Yep, the story is very intriguing. It's very, very fun, intriguing stuff. I mean, maybe that's why. Gosh, I've been bribing a community college to let me in. You guys can't tell me that I'm smart and then imply that my mom has to bribe a community college to let me in. That's so sad. But maybe that's like my perspective is a little different in the situation, maybe because I am a student going in. So maybe as adults, you are looking at the situation and thinking that student got her education because the university was paid off, and then you're mad at the student. But I'm looking at it more like that girl didn't want to go to college. That girl didn't really have a say because her mom is definitely the type of person who does not let you have a say about whether you go to college or not. And I feel like I cannot be mad at her for what her mother made her do. I don't know. Okay, Charlotte, I love you too. Stay disco. Good looks. Yeah. But before my computer died, I asked you guys if you had any questions or if there was anything in particular you wanted to talk about. And then I didn't see anything that you guys said because, my computer died. So there was not a lot of room to see anything. So if you have anything that you want to talk about, no, you would never say that. You definitely have everything about yourself that you can just go to any college anywhere just because I could. That's not true either. Honestly, I'm not a great student. I could be a better student. Especially because I have so many extracurriculars. But I know that's not what you were saying. I was just giving you a hard time. I was just messing with you. Your opinions on the whole Gypsy Rose case. Okay, I will admit this very, very openly. My mom is the person to ask about true crime cases. I am not educated on them. I need to catch up on her videos for sure. But I always start at the most recent video. So yeah, I'm a smart person. I could definitely work harder. Oh, what I was drinking. I'm so sorry. I saw you ask that earlier and then I didn't answer. It's iced tea, which I also am aware that iced tea is not a big thing outside of America, apparently, but it's sweet tea. It is iced, so it is cold. And I was planning on making a hot cup of tea, but then the reason I started so late was I ran into some technical difficulties, and then I didn't have time to make hot tea. It's just regular old black tea, but my favorite is Earl Grey tea. Am I going to continue working in theater in college? Yes, I absolutely want to continue working in theater. I live in a wonderful city where theater is very, very, very prominent, and the arts are really well supported in the city. So I'm very, very lucky to live in a place where the arts are so endlessly supported. We have beautiful murals all over the city. It's a very local business kind of place. Even though it's a big city, there's a big stress on local businesses and artisanal things and the like. So, iced green tea is so good. Oh, I should drink more of that. Anyway, I definitely plan on continuing with local theater, though. Catch me not on Broadway, but catch me somewhere, hopefully someday. maybe I can get somewhere. What's your fave? Iced green tea? I love iced green tea. Man. Panera has I think it's a papaya green tea, and it's so good. It makes me happy. But anyway, what have you guys been up to? What are your days looking like? How are you all doing today? Oh, Earl Grey is my absolute favorite. I love Earl Grey. I love raspberry tea as well. Please don't make fun of me for the way that I say berry. Oh my God. You haven't heard me say the days of the week yet, and you're going to make fun of me. Peach tea is delicious. I love peaches. I peach everything. I got peach lemonade. I had a date at Wendy's on Friday, and I actually was going to get the green tea at Wendy's, and they stopped selling it. Bye, Amanda. But they stopped selling it. So I just got the peach lemonade, and it was very good. Morning your tax bill. Candles are lit. You're dressed in full black. Like I said, taxes are not my forte. Bye, Amanda. I know very little about taxes. I'm so sorry. But I'm sure that a lot of people are mourning their tax bills, huh? Uncle John! Look at that. Wait, okay. I'll make you a moderator too. I'll give you the power as well. Not that I think that anyone is going to come in here and be weird, because I don't think it's worth it. But hi, everybody. John's here. Natural musical ability, a little training, and some drive. I can for sure make Broadway. Maybe. I don't know that I have a very Broadway-esque voice. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'd have to be a very specific thing. Like waitress, I could probably make it in because it's a little more, I don't know, but something like I do. Exciting. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know. I should definitely focus more on classical work because I've just been messing around lately. Stay the night out that your mom too. Oh, yeah. The singing competition. That's right. That was probably my worst performance ever. So I'm really glad that you liked it because I think that speaks volumes on what I can actually do. Really good tea. Oh, Angel, that's exciting. I will give you updates on the tea if she ever gets the PO. You guys have to bother her to get a PO box. You have to bother her about it. But what was the reason that you didn't? Was it that they needed 4 different types of, they needed a photo ID, a non-photo ID, and then proof of a dress or something like that. And she was like, well, what if you're getting a P.O. box because you don't have a mailing address? What then? She was really mad about it. It was funny. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've got interesting outfits. I don't even remember what I wore that night, but I'm sure it was something interesting. I always try to mix it up for those competitions. You know what I'm trying to learn right now? Hang on, I'm going to grab my ukulele really quick. I'm trying to learn Stay by Post Malone. I don't really listen to Post Malone whatsoever. I mean, I do a little bit. I'll say that. But I'm trying to learn the little, what's it called? Like the riff. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it's, then it's, so we're figuring it out. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yep. I do really like vintagey stuff. It's exciting. I don't know. I like fashion in general a lot. I like the idea of it. I like pushing boundaries and the like. I recently came across a garbage bag, rather. No, I not came across. Like I didn't find it out on the streets, like a garbage bag full of ties. But yes, the ukulele. I've never introduced you. Her name is Limera. She's my soprano ukulele. I also have a baritone ukulele. I need to get it restrung though. But the baritone ukulele will definitely make appearances in videos because my guitar is too big for me, which is very interesting. Play something. What do you want me to play? Hi, Tristan. Hi, hon. What do you want me to play? Tell me to play something. I'll play it, but heard about them, but you've not seen them. You've not seen the ukuleles or the baritone. Oh, the guitar and the ukulele. Yeah, my guitar's massive. And I can play guitar, but it's too big. So bar chords are really difficult for me. My favorite singers and bands and stuff, I don't know, I've been kind of switching up the type of music that I've been listening to lately, but I really like any music that is from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, that type of thing. Why do I have to get it restrung? Because the strings that they come with are usually not very good, and they intentionally string them with crappy strings so that they break, and then you have to get them restrung. So you will notice that my guitar, Mama, if you remember, the G string on that snapped. Please don't make jokes about it being the G string. And I think actually it was D that snapped on this one, and I had to get this one restrung. I had to restring it. So one of the strings on my baritone ukulele snapped, and I have to get it restrung and also tuned because I don't know how to tune it, which is probably why the string snapped, because it's tuned differently. I will play a song. I just need a song. Hallelujah. I don't know how to play that one, but I will find my phone. I will look up the chords. My earbuds popped right out. I will look up the chords and I will give it a go. But I don't know the strumming pattern. Here, oh, everything's falling. Really cute. Good looks, everybody. Sure, okay. But you will notice I have a lot of texts and messages. 11:50. That's like 10 minutes ago. Okay. I have so many messages going on right now. Okay. Play my song. I can play my song. Easy peasy. Okay. California Dreamin'. Do you remember District Choir when I had to sing California Dreaming and Dust in the Wind and Blackbird and Don't Stop Believin'? All right. About the way your smile lights up a room like a sliver of the moon in the summer sky. A laugh that could settle the seas. I thought you were a fleeting dream. Tea and blueberry pie. What's see if I can remember the chords. But when we kissed for the first time, fire, fire in my bones, my soul returns to water. You look me down from the inside, you tear down my walls. God, I thought that I was stronger, but my lips will touch poison cities under golden attributes, but none of it could ever top the times that I kissed you. And though it's temporary, that much you've made clear, I can't help but wonder if there's something here. Thank you, everybody. Don't Stop Believin'. I don't know if I would play Don't Stop Believin' on the ukulele, but if you just want to hear me sing it alone, then I will sing it. Aw, a whole 3 stars. Thank you. Thank you all. Some kind of singing competition. I would definitely make it. Well, I don't make it in the local singing competition, so you can send them a nasty email and tell them what you think. Please. I've been trying out since 4th grade, and I'm now in 12th grade. That is so many years. That's like 8 years. That is 8 years. I've been trying out for 8 years, and I have not made it in yet. This is not a very nice song for a live stream. Denzel Curry is not very good and friendly for a live stream. I'm sorry if you can hear that. But you send them a nasty email. All right. I will sing Don't Stop Believin'. While I'm pulling up the lyrics, just so that I don't screw up. I know the lyrics. I just want to make sure that I don't screw up because my head is full of cotton still. But while I'm pulling up these lyrics, I will tell you, I have a senior recital, which is when all of the seniors get to perform one song, like a solo, and I'm singing Thank You for the Music from Mamma Mia by ABBA, but I'm singing the Mamma Mia version. I'm aware that it's not from Mamma Mia, but I'm singing the version by Amanda Seyfried. Who's Kat Kenzie? I'm unsure. Why? Well, yeah, but okay. Anyway, I've got to figure out what key I'm singing this in. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. You're asking me? I don't know who it is. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlight people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Yeah, it is a lemon phone case. I'll skip to the chorus. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. It's a lemon phone case. Yes, it's a pretty solid phone case. However, I fell down the stairs one day, like 2 months ago. I fell down the stairs, and the corner of my phone fell like this on the stairs. And oh, my phone has fingerprints on it because I just put lotion on. So sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much. And because it fell, there was a little crack in the bottom for a bit, but nothing was affected. Like the screen was fine and everything. But then recently, the screen has started going black in the corner, and it's really screwing with the touchscreen sensitivity. So I've been making a lot of accidental phone calls to people who I did not want to call, and it has been slightly frustrating for like a week, but it's alright. It's fine. A sub of mine since 2K. Oh, a sub of my mom since 2K. Yes. Yes. What are you saying okay cool about? Oh, okay. Mama, be nice to Cat. You're scaring people away from my live stream. You're scaring them. All right. Bye. Thank you so much for coming, though. Thank you for sitting through me talking about current events and politics. So sorry. Gosh, I'm 90% sure that there was something else that I wanted to touch upon. And I keep trying to remember what it was that I wanted to talk about, and I can't think of it. Oh, so frustrating. Very frustrating. It was so nice hanging out with you too. So nice. Prince EA. I will definitely have to check them out. I've watched maybe one documentary on the school system, and it was Waiting for Superman. And it was about what's that type of school that Betsy DeVos really wants to make every school? You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Who's texting me so aggressively? It was my mom. When I said that she was being mean, I was joking. I should clarify. I'm just giving her a hard time. Oh, your daughter does singing and ukulele and the like too? Oh, that's precious. You should tell her to hit me up and we should chat. I am always looking for more singers to chat with. I love making new friends. I don't bite, I promise. Just checking. Very exciting stuff. But yes, so okay. I think that we should break back into the very important topic of teas while I'm still here, because I don't want to overstay my welcome. So if you guys are getting bored, feel free to leave. What is that link, Aaron? You're frightening me, but it's a YouTube link. It's probably fine. I'm gonna open it. Okay. That's the Prince EA piece. I will absolutely watch that. I have it in a different tab. I will open it up as soon as we are done here. My face feels so nice, by the way. Like, I know this is off topic, and I know like 90% of you don't care at all about the face mask that I have on, but oh my gosh, it's so nice. Oh, my face feels so soft. Sorry. Anyway, yes, I will definitely watch it. I have it open in another tab. I'm very excited about it now. There was a goldfish and everything, so I'm down immediately. Have I been watching the OS? You mean the OA? No, I haven't. I'm okay. So here's the thing. I'm on like season 8 of Friends, and I wanted to finish Friends before I started anything else. But Friends is the type of thing that I can leave. Oh, I'm obsessed with the OA. You have no idea. I probably would be very much into true crime if I actually invested time into it. Because I love like psychological thrillers and shows like the OA, and I feel like that's a lot of the basis of true crime is like psychology. And like, I don't know why I'm doing these weird hand motions. Sorry. I do love Ross Geller. What a nerd. What a little goober. I adore him. I'm a Chandler girl, though. Chandler's my all-time favorite character. I love him. I think that he's the greatest. What do you mean, Aaron? Serious snot. Ripped off your book idea? Oh my gosh, Mama, don't tell me that. Wait, the vampire one? With the character who you said was based on me, and then you proceeded to say she was whiny and terrible? That was a joke. That was an exaggeration, by the way. My mom did not say that I was whiny and terrible. Rather, she was writing a book, and there was a character who I noticed was whiny and terrible. And then my mom said she was loosely based on me. But she did not mean the whiny and terrible part. She meant further character developments that had not yet happened. But I immediately took it as, oh, I'm whiny and terrible. Weird hand motions do run in the family, don't they? That serious about my feelings about education, it will bring me to at least watery eyes. I feel very strongly about education. Education is the foundation of our country. It is the foundation of society in general, internationally. If we don't have a good education system, then we will not have well-educated people. But I think that's also kind of what the government wants, because the less educated you are, the easier you are to manipulate, the easier it is to plant ideas into your head, and the easier it is to manipulate your vote in terms of voting. So it's very interesting. Oh, the ones about alternate universes. I don't think you ever had me read that one. Oh, was that the one with the daughters? And like the mean, terrible mom? Yeah, it's very Italian hand motions. Yeah, the Italian sign language. I agree. We do always need more books about alternate universes. Very interesting topics. The multiverse is out there. Can I just say something? Can we briefly talk about the black hole picture? How much do you guys know about the black hole picture and the scientists behind it? Multiple scientists, but the scientists behind it. I'm interested to see what you guys think, or if you know much about it at all. Okay, so not much. So essentially, it does look like a fiery donut. A lot of people said it looked like a cat's eye. I agree with that too. I think that was a funny thing. I love all of the memes that are coming out of it, but more importantly, it's a very big step in science. They do want docile obedience. The government wants to keep us not knowledgeable. And the more intelligent you are, the more intelligent decisions that you can make, and the more independent decisions you can make, and more independently you can think. You should share it with me on Google Docs, please. But the more independently you can think, and the government does not want you to think independently necessarily. They want you to think in a way that they can manipulate for their own benefit to get the outcome that they want. That's why we still have the Electoral College. That's why we still have the Electoral College, because we don't really have much say in what happens. We don't have as much say in what goes on as we like to think, though we do have a lot of say still. It's just that the say that we do have is corrupt. So it's interesting. An interesting thing to think about. Tell you about the black hole? Okay. The black hole. So the thing about it was, the scientist who was like the face of the black hole project, her name was Katie. And a lot of people, I don't recall her last name, but it started with a B. But a lot of people were mad because everyone was accrediting this female scientist with the entire concept of the black hole thing, which was not true because obviously I'm always glad to chat about interesting things. But that's capitalism, mama. But we can't have anything else because anything else would be abused. So this is what we've got. Capitalism. It's fun. Anyway, but a lot of people were crediting this one female scientist with like the majority of the work for the project, which is not true. But she did have a massive, massive, massive impact on the project because she did essentially all of the preparatory work. She came in to the project with the idea for the algorithm, and she is cited as the first contributor on the research paper. And a lot of you probably won't know this because it's kind of like a science field insider thing, but the first person on the research paper is generally the top contributor, like the top contributor. So she is cited as the top contributor to the research paper, and she came in with the whole idea for the algorithm. So she did a massive portion of the preparatory work, and she did about 20% of the coding. But what everyone is focusing on is that she only did about 20% of the coding, which is coding in general is a very small piece of, or rather a very easy piece of the work that they were doing. And it's not insignificant, but it's far less significant than the whole hype around her. But the hype is still applicable because she did so much of the preparatory work, and it was her idea in the first place that allowed us to get the image of the black hole. So it's very interesting because you have all of these people on one side who are uneducated saying that she did all of the work, and you have all of these people on the other side saying that she did nothing, when truly it's a good middle ground. She did a vast majority of the work needed to actually get us the image of exactly like Hidden Figures. She did a massive amount of the work needed to get us there, but she did not do as much of the actual work to achieve the image. But that's fine because she did like 80% of the preparatory work as it is. But I posted something on Instagram last week saying like, hey, this Katie girl is incredible, and I will always, like, I know it's not Women's History Month anymore, but I will always hype up female scientists who are making leaps and bounds, and they're truly pioneers in the scientific world doing great things. And everybody was like, that's ridiculous. She did less than 20% of the coding. She hardly did anything. So I had to individually tell and they're all boys who said it too, which I don't think means anything because I'm sure that girls think it too. But they're all boys coming at me like she didn't do anything. And I'm like, please just let me hype up this amazing person. She is an amazing woman. She's doing amazing things. And I just want to hype my girl up. And they wouldn't let me. It's very sad. Collaboration does make the world go round. You can't discuss this sort of corruption with your boyfriend. It's refreshing coming from me. Yeah. Yep. But there have been other times, obviously, other instances in which the popular vote was not the vote that we went by, or rather did not match up with the Electoral College vote. There have been other instances. This isn't the first one. But every time it happens, people get more and more discouraged, which is sad. Thanks. It's interesting stuff, though. I'm very, very interested in politics and science. I don't know. I love controversy, and I love things that require you to do research to actually like reach the truth of, I guess, like mother like daughter. That sounds interesting. Great for her. They don't understand how much she's doing. Clearly good for you. Now keep going with hyping her up and sticking to your beliefs. Also educating us. It's just interesting because they're absolutely right. She did not do much of the actual, how do I word this? She did very little in terms of applying her ideas. She did very little to apply her ideas because she did only do about 20% of the coding. But she, like I said, she did a vast majority of the research. Out of 6 contributors, she was listed as the top contributor to the research. But I'm 90% sure that some of you are bored by this, and I'm frustrated because I don't want to talk about boring things. Because I know that not all 8 of you care about some woman who figured out the black hole picture. How many times have men in science and politics taken the credit for the idea of a woman? Countless times. It always happens. Fun fact, Sylvia Plath, the poet, Sylvia Plath had a father who was a professor at a university, and his name was Otto Plath. And her mother's name was Aurelia. And Aurelia, which I think is a beautiful name, actually met Otto because she was one of his students. And he was obsessed with bees, much like I am. But anyway, after they got married and they moved together to the East Coast, he was writing a research paper on bees. And actually, Aurelia wrote the entire book. He gave her all of the statistics and the information, and she wrote the whole book, and he took credit for all of it. She was not credited for any of the book, and they wrote 2 of them, and she wrote both books. She ghost wrote both books, and Otto Plath took credit for both of them. What an astonishingly terrible man. Hello from Russia. Amazing. Incredible. Hello, Juliana. But yeah, it happens all the time where, Otto Plath in general is a pretty horrible person. He left Sylvia with obviously a lot of trauma. If you know anything about Sylvia Plath. I personally am a big poetry person. I'm a big literature person. I'm a big poetry person. So I actually wrote a research paper on Sylvia Plath and the impact that her husband, Ted Hughes, and her father, Otto Plath, had on her life, and how they're basically the same person. It's kind of the idea that I think you are most likely to seek out in a significant other things that you see in the parent you are least close with. So if you're not close with your mother, you're probably going to date people like your mother. And if you're not close with your father, you're probably going to date people like your father. So I love Sylvia Plath. I think she's incredible. And she was a very interesting person. She psychologically is very interesting, but she always sought out abusive and unfaithful men. Yeah, yep. Sylvia Plath, she was very, very interesting. Her psyche was wacky, wild. She dated many, many men who were abusive, and she cheated on men who were good. Sylvia Plath sounds kick-ass. Her poetry is pretty incredible, and I think that she was a pretty incredible woman. I think that she wasn't weak. I don't think that she was weak per se, but I feel that she needed help, and she did not ever receive the help that she needed. Yeah, sad stuff. But the interesting part about her is that she was my favorite Sylvia Plath poem. I like I Am Vertical. I'm not sure why I like I Am Vertical, but that's the one that I like. Maybe not the most. Another interesting one, it was the last one potentially that she wrote before she killed herself, and it was very Median. It was very let me find it really quickly. But it was very, very, very Median. And it was not an especially popular one. But it was about, but anyway, this poem, I'll explain while I'm looking for it. It essentially implied that she initially intended on killing her children when she killed herself, because I don't know how many of you know this. Sylvia Plath killed herself on the 11th of February by gas asphyxiation by sticking her head in the oven while it was turned on, while the gas was on. And she wrote this poem. I'm just going to try to put in, I really can't think of what it's called right now. But she wrote this poem. Essentially, it's called Edge. And it essentially implies that she intended on killing her kids when she killed herself, which is very interesting because Ted Hughes, her husband who cheated on her, his wife that he took after Sylvia also killed herself in the same way that Sylvia did. However, she killed their children, or she killed their child when she killed herself too. But she probably killed her child because she knew that Hughes would never accept their child together in the way that he cared for Sylvia and his kid. Daddy and Cut. Daddy's a very good one. That was an interesting one to analyze for the paper. But it's not one of my favorites. I really like Edge. Am I allowed to read this to you guys? Or are you going to get bored if I read it? Because I think it's magnificent. And I think it really keys into the psychological issues of Sylvia Plath. I'll read it. You just tell me if you get bored. Okay. I will find the part. Okay. So the part is a few stanzas down. And it is, each dead child coiled, a white serpent, one at each little pitcher of milk, now empty. She has folded them back into her body as petals of a rose close, when the garden stiffens and the odors bleed from the sweet, deep throats of the night flower. The moon has nothing to be sad about, staring from her hood of bone. She is used to this sort of thing. Her blacks crackle and drag. So, essentially, it is fascinating. I love poetry. Because there's always more to it. I said that before. That's what I love. I love when there's something there and it's interesting at face value, but there's more to it. And when you're analyzing like the reason for a dead person doing something and all you have are these magnificent poems that they left behind, those are so much more telling than anyone would have you believe. And I love that. Thank you. Alrighty, I have been occupying your guys' time for very nearly 2 hours now. So I'm probably going to go soon because this has been a wonderful, nice little chat. But it is almost 1 p.m. And I am sure that you all have things to do and I don't want to be intruding. But also I should probably go do something as well. But before I go, do we have any last questions or any closing topics that we want to talk about? Thank you. Thank you. Attempt to make your video this week. Check it out. I think I'll like it. I will absolutely check it out, Angel. In fact, I don't know if you'll remember. I'll subscribe to your channel right now. And will it be on this channel that you're on? Because I will subscribe right now. And I will try very hard to remember. But I'm awful at remembering things. So no promises. And if I don't message you about it, message me about it. Because I definitely want to look at it. I'm sitting in a really weird way. I'm so sorry. I sit in such funny ways. This is my leg. My other leg is down. You'll DM me soon in the next few days and we can chat and we'll talk about vintage. That is very exciting. Please do DM me. We should chat. I'm very friendly. I do not bite. Please, all of you, feel free to message me at any given time and we can talk. There are a lot of Angel Marys. Very interesting. Okay. I will find you though. And I will try to remember. Alrighty. Thank you guys all so much for coming. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me for like 2 hours. It was so nice chatting with you all, and it was so nice to I'm going to discuss different things. It's very interesting. It's very enriching, I think. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to skedaddle. I'll probably get a snack. I might make some quinoa. I feel like a quinoa kind of day. Otherwise, I will see you guys soon. Thank you all for coming. And if you want me to do more lives in the future, then you should tell me. Oh gosh, I'm sure it is almost 3 a.m. in Australia. Oh, you're on the eastern side of Australia. Oh, I'm sorry. Alrighty. Thank you. Bye, everyone.